Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an updated foundation routine and I'm going to go through the steps. So I first start with an oil or serum. I have two here. I have the Farsali Liquid Glass and the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Oil. I think they're both great options, but today I'm going to use the Farsali one because it's opened. So I like to put 3 drops on my face and just press that into the skin like a serum. And as you can see, I definitely feel the glassy, glowy effect from it. I feel super hydrated, but I go in with a primer as well, and I typically use the Smashbox Primerizer. As you can see, I'm almost done with it, which is just so incredibly sad. I've had it. It's my baby. So I put 2 pumps of this on my skin. I'll go in with a third for my forehead if I need it. I feel like putting the perfect base is having a super hydrated base for me, so I go through a bunch of hydrating steps. Next, onto foundation, I have 2 options here. There's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick and the Zoeva Authentic Natural Skin Luminous Foundation. I love them both, but today I'm going to use the Zoeva foundation because it's just a little bit closer to my skin tone. I got the smallest bit of a tan. So I take that on a beauty sponge, anything. I'm using the Real Technique sponge right now, and I am just putting that on the skin. I love the way this foundation looks. It really does feel just like skin. It doesn't hide any of the dewiness. It's a satin finish. Now we're going in with concealer. I have 2 concealers I love, the Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer and also the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer, which is the one I'm going to be using today. It's just a little bit more affordable, and I feel like a little bit more full coverage, a little bit less crease, it's crease proof or more crease proof. I think it's my favorite of all time, and it fits my skin tone a little bit better. The other one, the Colourpop one, is a little bit more highlighty. This one is a little bit more like my skinny. Beautiful. I feel really good when I have this combo on my skin. Next, we're going in with the setting powder. I have this one from Ciate. There is nothing specifically I love about this powder except it's the one I have open. My ride or die is the Becca powder that's like half water, but it's not open right now, so I'm just using this one. Next is onto bronzer. I have a Creme the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer I really love, but today I wanted to use a powder, so I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer, which I feel like works just as well as any other high-end bronzer I've ever used. It is so incredible. The only thing is I can never get the packaging open. It's super buildable. I didn't take a lot on the brush, but it is very buildable, and I like that it doesn't come off super pigmented at first. You can get that kind of application if you really dig your brush in, but I didn't like that. I like to build it up as I go to get my perfect bronzer application. For blush, I only chose one because I just have been really loving this blush. This is from Persona Cosmetics. This is the Super Blush in the shade Caramel. They do have another shade, Georgia, which is a bit more peachy, but I tend to love this blush with specifically this Alamar brush. So good. So I just take a bit, and it's super pigmented, so I like to tap off a bunch of the excess. And then I just apply it to the cheeks. And I may have over applied right here, but it's okay, I'll fix it. I just love how this brush really hugs the cheekbone area. So to go back and fix this, I took my sponge with a little bit leftover foundation and concealer, and I just patted over the top, which took away some of the pigment and the product, so it looks fine now. Now onto highlighter. This is the only highlighter I will ever use if I could help it. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade On the Cusp. It is so close to my skin tone, and it is the most beautiful sheen. There's no glitter, there's no nothing, and because it's like a creamy formula, it really melds into the skin and looks completely natural. I do have a bunch of other powder highlights that I love, but if I ever had to pick a cream highlighter, this would be it. Magnifique. Now for setting spray, this one I love and I'm trying to use up. This is from Skin & Co. This is the Truffle Therapy Illuminating Mist. And I forgot how aggressive this sprayer was. So I, it was a little aggressive. There's a lot of water on my face. And next we're going into eyeshadow. We're going to use the Tarte Tarteiest Pro palette. This is a new one for me. I got it in my BoxyCharm, but I'm having a bit of a love affair with it. So I'm just taking a few brown shades. It's a pretty simple eye look at it and feel like I wanted to voice over this because it's mostly about my foundation, but I did end up doing my eyes, so I'll put that in there. I needed to do my eyebrows, but I can't do them off camera, so here they are. Did them off camera. Can't do them on camera. Brows. I wanted to pick an inner corner highlight, so I took one of those 4 shimmer shades from the Tarte palette, the one that is the champagne-y one. Looks beautiful. Now onto mascara. This was the only mascara I had open at the time. This is the Lilly Lashes Triple X mascara, and I forgot to put on eyeliner. And I remembered that halfway through my mascara. But this mascara, guys, wow. I've only used it one other time before, but I guess I gave it a week to dry out. Look at how incredible it makes my lashes look. Super voluminous. Incredible. So on to eyeliner, the step I almost forgot. I have one from Colourpop. This is the Creme Gel Liner in the shade Mr. Bing. And then I also have the Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the nude shade, and I decided to go with the Colourpop one. I was going to do the nude one, but I felt like I wanted a bit of smokiness on my eyes. So the last step, lips. I've been using this lip liner from Bodyography for a while. It's in the shade Pouty. I think it's super easy to fix my Cupid's bow with this lip liner. It's super comfortable. I've been really, really loving it. And the sun came through. It was storming this whole video. And then I'm going to use the Kaja Heart Lip Melter in the shade Be Mine, which is a little like gloss stick, and I'm not usually into pinks, but I wanted to try it, and I actually really like how it looks. And this is my updated foundation routine for dry skin, and then I did the rest of my face because why not? My hair has gotten super long over quarantine and since I last filmed, and this is just a close-up on my face. I feel like it looks incredibly great, and it looks like my skin, which is what I love so much. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!